Hi, and welcome to 35 Weetamoo Way in Wellfleet. My name's Suzanne Gray, and this home was built by my mom and her late husband.
Tell me about Weetamoo Way.
So Weetamoo Way is actually named after a fierce Native American princess who was King Philip's daughter. So come on in, let me show you the house.
So tell me about that magnificent window.
So this window is 6 foot in diameter, and it's a custom-made window that my mother and Norm saw something similar to it on a beach in Siesta Key, Florida, and they said, that's the window we want for our house, because not only does it bring the outside in, but it also reminded them of their time sailing. It sort of is a very large porthole from a ship.
Which way does the full moon rise?
So there's Drummer Cove is out there, and when you have a full moon, it comes up over the cove. It's absolutely incredible, and it lights up the entire cove. It's gorgeous.
Tell me about this magnificent fireplace.
Well, when Norm designed the house, he wanted 2 focal points in this grand room that he built here. So one was the round window that we just talked about, and the other is this fireplace, which is artistic. And I probably didn't already tell you, but Norm was a graphic artist, and he designed this house from the bottom up. So when he designed this fireplace, he wanted it to be extremely unusual and something of a conversation piece.
And the house reminds me of a barn. Tell me about that.
So when Norm designed this, he looked at old barns in New England and loved the architecture, the beams and all the wood, etc. But he wanted to design a contemporary home. So he took that feeling of an old barn with the huge ceilings and designed a house basically to mimic that.
And there also this very interesting ironwork.
So these were designed by Norm as well. And what he did was, when you look around this room, he has these railings around the room, and they're placed in different areas of different widths. So he had to figure out what width he would use for those ovals so that everything would look symmetrical. He was very exact in the way that he did all the designs in this house.
So tell me about the wonderful artwork.
So this artwork was collected by my mom and Norm. It's primarily from artists that are in Wellfleet and in Provincetown, mostly from the Wellfleet galleries.
So tell me about entertaining in this house.
So we already talked about downstairs in the great room and what a great spot that is for entertaining. And then they would have their guests come upstairs, usually with a buffet, lots of counter space here in the kitchen. These are brand new quartz countertops, which resemble the ebbs and flows of the sand on the ocean side of Wellfleet. And so they would bring people up and they would eat dinner up here or mosey on back down to the living room. It was very much of a flow where they entertained here. And a couple of other things about this is that Norm designed this so that there were no cabinets above the counters, which is unusual. And the reason he did that is because he wanted his guests to be able to enjoy Drummer Cove, the views of the cove as they were having dinner, and also that the nature from outside actually comes inside from every view on this level.
So entertaining in the wintertime in front of the fireplace. Tell me about summertime entertaining.
Well, summertime entertainment usually took place out on the deck. So shall we go out and take a look? So, Mom and Norm designed these 2 decks. They're each very large. They were built by Bob Bacon, who's local Wellfleet Custom Builders. And we had many parties out here, entertaining out here, and also family reunions. And it's just very convenient because you have 2 levels of a deck. And sometimes not everybody in the family wants to talk to each other. So one can be on one deck, the other can be on another deck.
Tell me about the open floor plan of the master bedroom in the design.
So the master bedroom is actually on the same floor as the kitchen that we looked at just a minute ago. And Mom and Norm did this because they really wanted this single floor living. As you can see, they also decorated it with original artwork, and they have this huge ceilings here which bring that whole feeling of the New England barn right to them. Another aspect is that they have views of from the master bedroom to Drummer Cove, right from their bed.
So tell us about the level of the guest bedrooms.
So we've walked down 2 half flights of stairs to a different level in the house now. And this is where the guest bedrooms are. And you can see there are 3 guest bedrooms in this area. And 2 of them have views of the cove with sliding glass doors to take you right outside.
So this is one of the bedrooms with the entrance out to the cove.
Right. So, as I said, there were 3 bedrooms on this level. Each of them are very private and very large, actually. And 2 of them have sliders that go right out to the cove.
Let's go.